Here we go. It is 10:51 Eastern Time. On the button right now, Brian Kilmeade joins us. Governor Kristi Noem was on the show earlier. I asked her why she decided to include the story about killing her dog, Cricket, in her book. Roll tape.
This was a vicious, dangerous dog that was a working dog. And I had to make a choice between the safety of my children and an animal that was killing livestock and attacking people. So it's included because a lot of politicians run from the truth. Donald Trump is the only person who will decide who his vice president is. And I will tell you one thing, is that he needs somebody who will help him win. And I have told him that I have supported him from the very beginning.
Brian, as you know, there was a furor when this was revealed that she'd shot her dog. Do you think she can survive politically?
Well, it was kind of interesting. She did our show yesterday, too, for a half hour. And I brought it up first. And Margaret Brennan was relentless on it. And this is not an excerpt they released. You know, sometimes, Stuart, you get a book and they will release excerpts ahead of time. This is not one they released. Someone read that and thought, oh, this is going to be a huge deal. Because for people who don't grow up on ranches especially, and people didn't watch that Old Yeller, the movie. Do you remember Old Yeller gets rabies or something? And I think personally I would have brought him to the vet. But they shot him. And this is a different story. And I think that she thought it was going to be received differently, obviously. Our other issue was Kim Jong-un. She said she met him and she didn't meet him. She said they were going to fix it, but she did the book on tape and read it. So how did she not pick that up then? And then they got the dates when it comes to her argument with Nikki Haley, but she's holding to that. And this is the last thing she wanted. She wanted to tell her story, her unique background, the success she has as a rancher, taking over from her dad, becoming a congresswoman, armed services, having that foreign affairs experience, and then coming back and running a state through a pandemic. And this is not what she wanted to have out. I think personally, it's got to be eliminated. It's got to eliminate her from the VP stakes, but she'll be somewhere on the cabinet, I'm sure.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
The political furor when this was revealed was extreme. You should see the emails that we're getting. I mean, we've got people saying, look, we're Trump supporters, but if he picks Kristi Noem as the vice president, we're not voting for Trump. We won't do it. We get a lot of this.
Yeah, maybe Secretary of the Interior or something to that, that would make sense. Because she can execute. We know she's good. We know she's a leader. You know, we just don't want her, deciding whether our dog should live or die. So as bad as that was, she should never have included it. Who advised her to do that? What editor is in there? They all should be pay the price for this. But it's not what she wanted. This has been a disastrous rollout. Even if people do buy the book, they're stuck on that spot. I have 2 dogs now. I've always had dogs my entire life. I hated putting them down when they had to be put down when there was no choice. I could never imagine saying, you're untrainable, I'm going to have to shoot you.
Okay, let's move on from this. It's day 13 of Trump's criminal trial in New York. It's underway today. The prosecutor is a former Biden Department of Justice official. And now we're learning that the Democrat National Committee paid this guy for political work back in 2018, actually for political consulting. Brian, how come he's in New York prosecuting Trump?
Well, I'll tell you what, Stuart, I don't know what it takes to be a successful lawyer and a judge and make it up in the legal profession, but evidently he had the prime job at Joe Biden's Department of Justice, and he quits that job when Mark Pomerantz writes his book and leaves the state case, Alvin Bragg's office. He takes over and says, let me lead this. And everyone thinks to himself, why are you leading this? It's a huge step down. It's like going from the major leagues to single A so you could be the big one on campus. It makes no sense. You were en route to being a starter on the Yankees. Why does this make sense? Then you look in his background. Matt Colangelo was obsessed with Trump before. Matt Colangelo worked for Letitia James. Matt Colangelo was a Democratic operative. He seems obsessed with Trump. So now he comes back there to revitalize this case. But in the bigger story is, that's what the president's been pointing out, former president's been pointing out. Guys, this is pure politics. This goes right back to Department of Justice, to Joe Biden. Why is Letitia James meeting with Joe Biden and his Department of Justice? Why is Nathan Wade in Athens, Georgia, meeting with his White House Justice Department? Why is this guy doing it? Don't tell me there's no relations between the White House and the guy that wants to get back there.
There obviously is.
It's invariable.
Brian, we're out of time, but thanks for being with us. We'll see you again next week.